Hello friends, I hope you liked the previous session, but today we are going to continue with the same and we are going to look at few more documents. Those are being utilized while reviewing the tax returns or while reviewing the self-employment information or self-employment income, right? So the very first document that is form number 45060. What is this form number? What happens with this form? This one form is actually relates to the disclosure. Whenever we are disclosing the loan, that time this form is also being sent to borrower with the purpose. What is the purpose of this form? This is actually a borrower authorization, not a borrower authorization, but authorization or an information that is being sent to the IRS department. Why to IRS department? See, the logic behind this form or sending this form to IRS department in each loan, whether it's a self-employed or it's a retired or it's a wage earner. This form should be in the file and this is always sent to the IRS department from the lender side once it is updated for the borrower information. What happens with this disclosure or with this form? It is a request to get the tax returns record back from the IRS department. Getting my point? What is happening means it's a kind of request that is being sent to IRS department, so that whatever the tax returns those have been filed by the borrower, right? Once borrower updated their tax returns or their CA, whoever filing the tax returns on behalf of borrower, whenever they send it to the IRS department, what happens in IRS department? They take all the record of those tax returns. The IRS, since IRS department, they have record of everything about all the tax, all the income of the borrower. Then whenever they are the tax return, the copy of tax return which is given to us as a lender, I mean as a lender we are receiving the tax return, but who is giving us the tax return? Copy of tax return, borrower filed a tax return and then sent a copy to the IRS department, and now we are asking them to give us the tax return. They are giving that copy to us. Okay, here is my tax return, this is what I filed in the IRS department. But if there is some incorrect data in that tax return, so to verify that tax returns, whether whatever the tax copy of those tax returns that has been given to us, whether that all the data written on that tax returns, whether that is correct or incorrect or there is any discrepancy, then we need to verify that data. How we can compare that data, how we can verify that data, validate that data? That could only be done once we receive that record that is given to the IRS department. There is a possibility that someone is giving us the incorrect tax return, but they have filed with the government or with the IRS department some other data, right? So that is why, to authenticate that whatever the data we are receiving on the tax return that is correct, we need a record that they have filed with the IRS department. For to get that record, this is the form number 45060. This is the form, that is what the request. This is a request for the tax transcript. Request for tax transcript. This is what the tax transcript. This is what the document is, right? This is a request for it to get a tax transcript. What happens whenever whenever we are sending this form, after filling up all the information, it is being sent to the IRS department, and within 10 days this we can receive the tax transcripts or those tax records whatever year we have requested in this form. So what all information need to be updated? Their borrower address, whoever, if those tax returns have been filed jointly, then both borrowers name, whoever filed it jointly, and their address, previous address and their current address, and what type of tax transcript we need it, like whether if borrower is wage earner, then we will go for 1008, right? Sorry, for W2. We know, remember that W2 is the yearly statement. On this, any wage earner, right, they will get whatever the taxes have been deducted from their income by their employer, right. They are going to give them a statement. This is what your total earnings, and these are the taxes that have been deducted, right, from your wages. So on the basis of that, we can send a 45060 request to the IRS department, and from there we just need to check mark on that form, or need to write that okay, these are W2 or tax transcript is required, means that tax transcript will be giving us only W2 information, because when we know that borrower is only a wage earner, there is no other thing, then we just need to IRS department will be seeking that information, what type of transcript do you require for what purpose, right. So we can write it on that in this form, that okay, these are the W2 transcripts are required. Then if we need other like business schedule, then we can write, or we can check mark on the business schedule, and in that schedule we can write whether it's 1120 or 1120S or 1065, whatever the form. There are more forms like 1120K, 1120 L. So but these are the main forms that mostly we get in our processes or while doing the underwriting. These will be the most common schedules that we mostly require. Okay, so business income, we can but if we need separate, whenever if we need 1065, we need 1120, each time we need to send them different requests for each borrower. Borrower need to sign, or whatever the number of borrowers, if there are two borrowers, both need to sign this form, and if there is one borrower, then one borrower need to sign the form. Okay, and then it will be sent to it could be sent to the IRS department, and then IRS department will be sending back the transcript within 10 days. So it could be sent, this request could be sent online, and online we can get back the transcript, and then we can compare that transcript data with the tax return. And the purpose is that everything, whatever the income that is disclosed on the tax return, that should be on the transcript. So all the data should match. That is the only purpose. Okay, the next thing, even someone if haven't filed the tax return, even in those cases we need to send this 45060. There is an option where we need to check mark, okay, borrower didn't file any tax returns. We need a record that borrower didn't file. So we will be receiving, that request will be received by IRS department, and they will be sending us that there is no record for this year, right? And yes, whatever the number of years, it could be like previous 3 years, previous 2 years, or previous 1 year, whatever the transcript we require, we can write that okay, 2019, 2018, 2017. Whenever we need tax transcript for the most recent year, maybe we are currently in 2020, so if maybe we need 2019 tax return, we need 2018 tax return, and 2017. If this is the case, then following year we can find it at any time. But when it comes to the most recent year, we are in 2020, so 2019 tax transcript will be available only after 15 June. Okay, so let's see what are the different dates. So to file the tax return, 15th April is the most common, any year. Before 15th April we cannot go for the recent year, like if it's 15th April 2020, before that we cannot ask the tax return of 2019. So whoever filing the tax return, right, whoever filing the tax return, we are going to ask for the most recent after 15th April, because this is what we assume, that 15th April is going to be the last date, right? Last date to file the return. So after that we can ask for the tax return. But if we need tax transcript will be available only after 15th June for that, right? 15th June. So how it's not that mandatory that we cannot get transcript before 15th June, but most commonly it is known that after 15th June every transcript could be requested from the IRS department for the most recent year. Okay, 15th April. Now let's go to the one more document, that is form number 4868. Have you heard about this form number? This is again related to tax return only. What happens if someone is not ready to file tax returns, or they do not, maybe someone is having business, right, and they do not have that funds available, or maybe some information is still missing, they need some more time, they are not able to file their tax return for the previous year until 15th April, then they need to take an extension. So that is to file the tax return. So that is called form number 4868, that is currently appearing on your screen. So this is the extension form. Like someone can just fill up this form and they can send it to IRS department, right? And then they will get an extension till October 15. Let's say it's again common for October. So anyone who is giving us 4868 form, that means they have filed the extension. But after 15th October, right, we always need tax return. But after 15th April, we need tax return for the most recent year. If someone haven't filed that, then they need to provide us 4868 form number, that is tax extension. This will be, then we can go to the following year 2018 and 17, and those will be asked and we can consider them. But if someone is, there are more scenarios, like we need to ask for the P&L profit and loss, that will be done when we will be doing the tax returns. But currently I am just sharing with you the form number 45060, 4868. These are the two forms which are very relevant, and mostly we used to see, or sometimes we need to ask, right, from the borrower. Then tax transcript. Tax transcript is what the document that need to that we always send 45060 to get a tax transcript. If borrower haven't filed taxes yet, even after 15th April, right? So they should have 4868 form number, that is tax extension, right? That need to be sent to IRS department, and also a copy of that 45060 could be availed by the lender, to justify that okay, borrower haven't filed tax returns for the current year, but that extension will be valid only till October 15. After 15 October, we again need the tax returns, then extension could work. Okay, so these are the two forms. Those are always required. Let's see what. Let's start with the tax return.